Shalom Yeladim. Let's continue learning about Parshat Vaetchanan. Do you know, Yeladim, that there is something so very special in this week's Parsha? Do you know what it is? It is the Shema. The first paragraph of Shema is in this week's Parsha, in the Torah. The Shema that we say in the morning, the Shema that we say in the afternoon, the Shema that we say right before the Brit Milah of a brand new baby, and the Shema that travels with us throughout our lives until we are very old. Why is this Shema so very special? When we say the Shema, we are talking to each other and talking to Hashem. We are saying that Hashem is our Hashem and no one else's, and that there is only one Hashem in the whole world. In the words of Shema, we learn how to love Hashem. We love Hashem with all our lave. We love our Hashem with all our neshama. And we love Hashem with all our strength. B'chol levavecha, uv'chol nafshecha, uv'chol me'otecha. That's how much we need to love Hashem. With all our heart, with every feeling that we have, with all our neshama, with all our shininess, and with all our strength, the strength that we need to fight the Yetzer Hara and only do the right thing. It says in the Shema that we need to serve Hashem and love Hashem not just when we are sitting in our house, not just when we are going on our way, not just when we lay down, and not just when we wake up. So we need to remember the words of Shema always, because we're always doing something. We're either in our house or out of our house. We're either waking up or we're either going to sleep. The words of Shema have to be with us always. And the Torah tells our mommies and daddies that they need to teach us the words of Shema. And they have to teach us to believe and trust in Hashem and to follow His mitzvot. It says in the Shema that we write the Shema down in a few different places. Do you remember, Yeladim, where we find the words of Shema? Not just the first paragraph, but the 3 paragraphs of Shema. We find them in the Torah. We find them in a mezuzah. Inside a mezuzah are the words of Shema. When we go in and out of a room and we kiss the mezuzah, we are also remembering what's inside that mezuzah. The words of Shema, to keep our avodah, to keep us being strong servants of Hashem. Do you know where else the words of Shema are in? They are in our tefillin. Your daddies wear tefillin in the morning, not on Shabbat and not on Yom Tov. But every morning. And there are two parts of tefillin. There is the tefillin that we put on our rosh, our head, and tefillin that we put on our yad, on our hands. Do you know why we have two parts of tefillin? Because we need to love our Hashem in two ways. We need to love Hashem with our rosh and our brains and our thinking power. And we need to love Hashem with our leiv. And the tefillin that are on our yad are close to our leiv. All the feelings that we have inside of us, we need to use them to love Hashem and to serve Hashem. So there are 3 places where the words of Shema are written. Do you remember? In the Torah, on the, what's that? Mezuzah, and in our tefillin, on our rosh, and on our yad. There is a very famous story about tefillin that we're going to tell right now. There was once a rabbi called Rabbi Elisha. And Rabbi Elisha lived in the times of the Romans. And we know that the Romans were not happy when the Jewish people did mitzvot. But Rabbi Elisha loved to do mitzvot. And he did not listen to the Romans. He only listened to Hashem. One day, Rabbi Elisha put on his tefillin in the marketplace. And he was walking with his tefillin because in the olden days, a lot of times, our tzaddikim and rabbanim wore their tefillin all day. Well, while he was walking, one of the Roman soldiers saw the tefillin on his head and on his arm. Well, he started running after Rabbi Elisha, and Rabbi Elisha started running away from the Roman soldier. But the Roman soldier was getting closer and closer and closer. He took off his tefillin and he hid it in his hands and he put it behind his back. When the soldier came and asked Rabbi Elisha, "What's going on? Let me see what's behind your back." Rabbi Elisha didn't have a choice. He had to take his hands from behind his back and open them up in front of the Roman soldier. He knew that if the Roman soldier would see the tefillin, that he would give him a big punishment. But Rabbi Elisha wasn't sad. Rabbi Elisha was happy that he got to do the mitzvah. When he opened his hands, in his hands were 2 wings of a dove. A miracle, a nace happened. And there in his hand, the tefillin disappeared. Instead of the tefillin shel rosh, there was a wing of a dove. And on the other side, instead of the tefillin of yad, was a dove's wings. Well, when the soldier saw that, he felt a little foolish, and he walked away. Rabbi Elisha saw these wings, and he realized something so very special. Do you know that a dove is the bird that is compared to Klal Yisrael? Yes, we are compared to doves. And doves take care of each other. A mommy dove and a daddy dove will stay together their whole lives and never switch partners. They will always take care of each other. And Rabbi Elisha understood that just like the dove takes care of the mommy dove takes care of the daddy dove. The mitzvot take care of Klal Yisrael. The tefillin were watching over Rabbi Elisha. They disappeared into dove wings to protect Rabbi Elisha from a terrible punishment. Hashem was showing Rabbi Elisha a wonderful thing. Just like the dove protects each other, the mitzvot protect Klal Yisrael. We learned from that all the mitzvot that we do, all the mitzvot that we're talking about when we read the words of Shema, we know that those mitzvot are going to protect us and take care of us and always watch out for us. Just like Hashem takes care of us and watches out for us as well. What an amazing, amazing tefillah. A tefillah that's with us all the time. And we even cover our eyes when we start saying Shema Yisrael. Do you know why? Not because the light is too bright or the sun is shining in our eyes. It's so that we can concentrate, so that we're not thinking about anything else except for saying that Hashem is ours. That Hashem is our Hashem and the only Hashem that we want forever and ever. What a wonderful lesson from the Parsha.